Okay, I think I already said hello, but hello, hi. I'm back in the season of the headband. So I'm doing my hair for that headband I'm going to be wearing. I was wearing headbands every single day, and then I got burnt out on it. I've been cutting my hair. First, I was just cutting my bangs. Then I had some dead ends, so I cut those. And my hair is actually probably shorter than it was. And I'm calling myself trying to grow it out. But one good thing about it being short is that it looks good with headbands. I have a bit of a sore throat. So, of course, I'm using hydrogen peroxide, my nanny's remedy. I think I'm going to go tan. I'm having a hard time talking. Okay. This might be gross, but I'm about to do it. Okay, sorry. If you really let it get into your throat, then it really does help. Okay, so doing the hair, I had the one thing you have to have is dry shampoo. That really helps. I had a sort of fight with my best friend yesterday. And basically, she has been unavailable. She lives in a different town, okay? But we're like bonded in the soul. And she's been kind of unavailable for a couple of years now because she's suffering from depression. And so she was suffering from, like, if she would get depressed or anxious or have any kind of anything, she would get hives. So now she's on a medication that prevents her from getting the hives, but she still has a hard time. And it's part of it's hormonal, part of it's, these different things. On Friday, okay, so we talked for like an hour last week. On Friday, she sent me a message and said, when's a good time to talk? Because I want us to start talking every week. I got very excited about this because you don't understand. This is like my person. All right. And I'm like, I wasn't even skeptical. I was just like, okay, we had such a good talk last week that like she's coming out of it. She's going to talk to me of all people every week. Like I know that she still may be struggling, but she knows that I don't judge her for anything and she can talk to me absolutely about anything. So she tried to call me. I didn't answer the phone because I was in Dollar General. When I got out, I tried to call her back and she didn't answer. So then she sent me a text and said, I can talk anytime today or tomorrow or something like that. So I tried to call her. I texted her and said, okay, I'll call you on my way to Greenbrier. I texted her and never mind. I tried to call her. She didn't answer. I texted her and said, when's a good time to call, whatever. She didn't answer. I tried to call her on my way back from Greenbrier. She didn't answer. So then last night, I let my emotions get the best of me and I sent her a message on TikTok. And I said, hey, and I tell you what this is. In my family, at times, I have felt insignificant. I have felt ignored. I have felt like no one really cares if I'm there or not. If I didn't go see them, they wouldn't come see me. If I didn't show up on the holidays, there wouldn't really be that much of a void. I have felt different ways. And this is my feelings. I'm not saying that anybody's necessarily made me feel that way, but that's the way I have felt. So therefore, it's an unhealed wound in me that if someone doesn't respond to me, and I'm not saying immediately, but I'm saying when someone, says, let's talk, and then I text and I call and I do all this and they don't respond at all, it's an unhealed wound in me that reminds me of my family, okay, of origin. So, and that's finally what I ended up saying because I sent her a message and I said, basically you've really hurt my feelings. I thought you wanted to talk, She writes me back and says, because part of her thing is she feels like she's a bad person. There's no good in her. She doesn't see the good in her. And she's a wonderful person. She's done nothing to even, I've done some stuff in my life where if I wanted to think I'm a bad person, I could. She has not. She's been a mother and a stay-at-home mom, a wonderful wife, a great person her whole life. She hasn't struggled with addiction as I have and different things like that. But she doesn't think she's a good person. So when I sent that message, what it brought up in her was, I'm a bad person and I'm sorry. And, basically, I won't bother you anymore was her kind of attitude. And I got so upset. And I just wrote her back and was like, said a word that I never say. And I said, that is the exact opposite of what I want. This whole thing is because I want to talk to you. I want to be friends with you. I want this to work out. So anyway, she didn't write me back. She said she needed to put her phone up, and I respect that. So today I sent a message, which she hasn't read yet, that basically said, there's an unhealed wound in me. And when I don't get a response or I feel ignored, then I react emotionally inappropriate. I let my emotions get the best of me. And instead of saying, I know what you really need, and I know that you're not, in a place where you can talk today, I make it about me. And I made it very much about me and about, why won't you talk to me? Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I'm struggling today with that. I cried about it this morning. I'm hoping things work out. My throat is hurting too bad for me to continue. But anyway, here's my update. I'm going to go flip the ends of my hair out, and it's going to be cute, I promise.